You like eggnog? You want me to make some eggnog?
Oh, well, yeah, I mean, I love eggnog.
Especially the homemade kind.
Oh, yeah. You know how to make homemade eggnog, huh?
Yep. Well, everybody, I'm Bill.
And I'm Elizabeth. Live simple.
Live free. And you know, I love eggnog. I always have. And I've always wondered, why is eggnog just the Christmas thing?
Yeah, because it's so good.
Why don't we have it for the rest of the year? And you know that we love our Thrive Life products, and I've always asked Thrive, when are they going to start putting out eggnog?
Yeah, freeze-dried
Freeze-dried eggnog. And you know, every time I do, they just laugh. I think they think it's a joke, but I'm serious. But what I've discovered is that I can use Thrive Life ingredients to make wonderful homemade eggnog.
Oh, that's really cool. That way we know that if we don't have to have the stuff around for it from the store, we've always got enough around to actually make real eggnog.
Right.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
Yep. So I'm going to go make eggnog.
Oh, that's really sweet of you. I'm looking forward to it.
Okay.
Well, I'm looking forward to this. I think this sounds like it's really good. I told Bill he's welcome to wear my Christmas apron.
Yeah, no thanks.
He told me, he says I can go ahead and enjoy it.
Yeah.
So, okay. Well, let's see what we do here.
So we're going to be using Thrive Life ingredients, but really there's only going to be two of them, and that's the milk and the eggs, because most everything else is just a few spices from your cupboard. So this is the Thrive Life instant milk that we'll be using. If you mix this up and put it in the fridge, let it get cold, you can't tell it from real milk. I like it in my coffee, just a couple of tablespoons instead of non-dairy creamer. It's easy to use, just as easy as non-dairy creamer, but it's real milk.
Well, and it does not taste like your usual instant milk.
Right. And then the scrambled egg mix. This stuff is great if you mix it up into scrambled eggs and scramble them, fry them. You can't tell they're not fresh. But I like to use them in stuff like this, in eggnog and in smoothies and stuff, because I like to add the egg as protein. But if you add raw eggs, there's a possibility of salmonella poisoning. And this does not have salmonella in it, so you can use it.
That's right. And for eggnog too. Very safe for eggnog.
So
I like to bake with those eggs too.
I'm starting with 4.5 cups of water, and then I'm going to add 1.5 cups of the egg powder, or the milk powder, which I already have measured out. There's a cup and 1.5 cups, and then I have 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract.
And you know, the real stuff is expensive, but it's worth it.
Yep.
You don't use too much of it. Boy, it's so much better when it's the real vanilla.
And then in here I have 1/2 teaspoon of ground cinnamon, 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg, and a pinch of ground clove. So I forgot the second most important ingredient, the egg powder. I had that sitting over there. This is 6 tablespoons of the egg powder. Put those in. And then the recipe calls for 1/2 cup of the Thrive honey crystals. And you can use it just like sugar, but it's honey. But we don't have any here in Florida. We have some in Virginia, but we don't have any here in Florida. So you can just use 1/2 cup of regular sugar, or we always use monk fruit. So here's 1/2 cup of monk fruit.
Yeah, I'm trying to really be careful about not having too much sugar. The monk fruit's good.
Now the recipe also calls for 2 cups of ice. I do not put that in here because once I blend this up, it's going to froth up and be right up to the top. If I put the ice in, it would all overflow. So you can experiment. I don't generally like to put ice in the blender anyway, but you can experiment with ice if you want. Add it or not. Add it afterwards.
Yes, and if you've got a really strong blender, it can handle it. This is kind of a wimpy blender.
Right. So now all we have to do is just blend this up. Now just blend it up for just a second, and we'll be good to go. Now see how it frothed right up to near the top? So that's why I don't put ice in it. You can either make sure you start with really cold water, or you can put ice in it afterwards, or you can put it in the refrigerator when you're done and make sure it's chilled before you drink it. Fresh, homemade eggnog. Well, here you go, dear.
All right, thank
Fresh,
you.
homemade eggnog.
I am looking forward to trying this. Let's see. Oh,
Merry Christmas.
oh, sweetheart, Merry Christmas. How festive.
Oh,
Oh, instead of being like a heavy flavor, it's a delicate flavor, and it's really good. It's very delicate. I mean,
I love eggnog, but I can't stand eggnog that you buy from the store. It's always so thick and so heavy and so sweet that I usually end up cutting it half and half with milk to try to cut it down a little bit.
yes, this is a lighter, like thinner, but very flavorful eggnog. Now, of course, if somebody likes the thicker kind and wants to make it at home, just make it and add some cream or use part cream in mixing it. You can kind of experiment if you want something that's going to be thicker.
Add a little half and half, or even add a little bit of heavy whipping cream.
Oh, and of course, a dollop of whipping cream on top
Yeah.
would be
Yeah.
glorious.
Yeah.
Little sprinkle of cocoa powder. I'm just thinking, good, hostess ideas.
Chocolate sprinkles.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Anyway, Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas.
Enjoy your eggnog. We're going to.
Yes.
We did that already.
I know.
So there you go. Eggnog made with Thrive Life products.
Yep, and it's good.
Yep.
It is
Thanks for
really
watching, everybody.
good. Live simple
Live free. You be blessed.
and have a wonderful, blessed season this year.
Yep.
Thank you for coming, Jesus. Happy birthday.
Yep.
We love you guys.
And we'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Carol Levant says, your casserole looks really wonderful. The nice thing about freeze-dried food is the fresh taste and textures are preserved. And Diane Wilson says, I love Thrive Life. I've ordered several times from them and planning on ordering again soon. God bless you both. And take a look at this one. I just had a eureka moment with Thrive Life. I'm trying to eat healthier, but I travel a lot. I'm at the point where I don't really enjoy eating in restaurants and prefer my own food. I just realized that I can either create my own, now she's talking about meals in a jar, or I can buy Thrive Life variety packs and put in my suitcase for travel. Most hotels have the option to make hot water through the coffee maker. I can't wait to start packing my own meals. I don't even have to leave the room, and I can kick back and watch Live Simple, Live Free while I eat. Definitely anything you can do to watch Live Simple, Live Free.